What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. Welcome back to another daily news show where we just need to be honest with ourselves and say that it was a day like any other day for us, this transfer window, where absolutely nothing happened. Nothing at all. The news was kind of a waste, and you might say this video is a waste, but keep watching, like the video, subscribe. But we need to be honest. It's very boring for us, and we knew it was gonna be a very difficult transfer window, but it's turning out to be um, a transfer window that's probably gonna be worse than what we could have imagined. Let's say 2 months ago, a month ago, because nothing is happening. We need to be completely honest, but I will talk about a few things. So, like the video, subscribe, and let's go. Okay, so like I said, like I can come on this channel on this video and talk about a Strasbourg player we are linked with, Real Sociedad player we're linked with, and talk about positions he plays and value and whatever. And I will be a complete liar because we're not in for those players. That news is kind of pointless. It's a waste of time to discuss. Um, every day there's a new name, and that's not how it works, especially not for a club with almost no funds to spend. There are not 10 names every week. Like, that's just not the case. And we know that. It's jointly coming in, and they are linking every quote unquote unknown player with us because that's what Juntuli apparently does, and that's what the fans want to hear. But I didn't even bother putting that news out there today on the main account. I didn't even bother remembering the names of the players from Sociedad and Strasbourg we're linked with it, linked with. I didn't even bother looking them up, and actually learn, who are those guys, where do they actually play position wise? Are they good? Whatever age. I didn't bother. Like, I don't even know the names. I don't know the positions those two players play at because it's garbage news. And tomorrow, probably, we will hear a new name, like the Turkish Lille playmaker and whatever. The list goes on and on and on. It's garbage news because it's garbage time. There's nothing is happening. Absolutely nothing is happening because we have no money. We need to sell players to get anything moving. And it's mid July and we're not even close to selling a player. Zakaria apparently last week was close, and now Mirko Di Natale says there are positive feelings, but then I read the rest of the tweet and it says West Ham won, paid 20 million euros and a loan with an obligation. Juve won 25 with loan with option, and Juve won 25 with an obligation. How is that positive? That's the complete opposite in terms of offers. One is you're buying the player no matter what. The other one is we can choose if we want the player, yes or not. It's not even close. It's absolutely not even close. So even that news makes absolutely zero sense compared to where it was last week when it says it's getting close. It probably will be done this week. At this moment in time, going off the reports, it's far away, and he's the player closest to leaving and actually bringing cash in. Not a lot of cash, but some money, or not even, because that money will probably be coming into the club the following season. So you need to do a deal that will, allows you to actually pay a player also the following season. Um, but that's a scenario. There are no rumors about McKennie. There are no rumors about Arthur. There are no rumors about Alexandro terminating his contract. Bonucci actually definitely leaving by good sources. Nothing. Rugani, absolutely nothing. Not even the players we're scared of losing, Vlahovic or Bremer and Chiesa. There are no offers, there are no talks, there is nothing, and it's mid-July, and we are stuck. Because I saw, and everybody saw the players returning to training again, and I was looking at the players, and also at the list of the players still needing to come back. And I saw Marco Piacca making a return, and I'm like, how is he still at the club? I saw McKennie needing to return, and Arthur and Zakaria, like, and I'm like, how, like, what? Like, we have not sold anyone, and we need to sell. And even if we sell, it's gonna be Zakaria and McKennie. And McKennie is one of those players you're probably gonna sell mid-August because he doesn't have a lot of offers, especially not for the money we want for McKennie, because he's an average player, and clubs are not jumping to pay a lot of money for average players. Like we shouldn't be doing that. So are other clubs not doing that. So we're stuck. We're stuck, and the only player outgoing as of now, like real potentially outgoing, is Zakaria. But going off the news, everybody can say there's positive feelings, but when I see the offer and our demand, it's so far away that the club needs to make a complete U-turn and say, yeah, loan with option rather than obligation. Otherwise, that deal is not going to get done. Unless the news is completely fake and West Ham actually want to buy him outright. Um, but yeah, that's the situation. Like the Pogba one, there was an update that he wants to stay, but they're gonna offer him 150 million euros over 3 years, and that maybe can change his mind. I said it yesterday, that needed to be resolved today. Pogba should have, the club should have called Pogba into the office room and asked him, are you gonna stay or are you gonna take the offer or even a slightly improved offer? Because we need to know. We need a transfer fee because that's important. There's only talks about a fee for Pogba, but there's no talks about a transfer fee for us. They're paying money, those teams, for finished players or players that are not worth close to that amount of money. So let them pay a transfer fee if they want if you want Pogba. But that should have been cleared up today, basically. You need to know. You absolutely need to know. And if he's gonna leave, do it now so we can keep things moving. The longer you drag on things, the harder it gets for us. It's already tough because the team is what it is. It's coached by whoever it's coached with. We know what it's going to be. And the longer we wait, the more, unknowns. Is he going to be there? Is he going to be there? Whatever. The more difficult it will be to actually do something next season. And it's like a month ago, I was like, 11th of July, because that was the date, everybody should almost be back in trading. I said, it's coming fast. And here we are, the 11th of July. And next week, we leave on tour. I will keep saying it. Next week, we leave on tour. And a month from next week, we play Udinese away from home. And it feels like we're just going to play with the same team, minus a few players, but we're going to play with the same team, And I didn't expect 5 signings. I never did. But you need to fill holes in that team because there are holes in that team, like just number-wise, not even talent-wise, just actually having certain numbers of players, starters. There are holes in this team, and I don't think we're ruthless. I don't think we're telling players like Bonucci and Rugani to find the club because you're not going to play. You're not going to play. We rather promote Hoysen because he will cost you nothing. I'm just making it sound dramatic. If you want to play, find the club. We will facilitate a move, but find a club to move. But that's not how we operate, and I feel bad because Chelsea are a mess, but they tell the players to leave. Just leave. Other clubs as well. Man U not, because they are the same as us basically. They're very soft when they need to tell a player to get out. I don't think we at the club make it very clear to players that you need to leave. You need to leave because you're not going to play. We need the money. Find the solution. Call the agent and say, make it work because it's going to be the problem of your player. Then obviously you have players who will be like, oh, I'm good money, I don't care. But you never know. You need to give it a go. But even that news is not really out there. Like the club is just waiting and praying something, happens. But today, unless when I end this video something breaking happens, excuse me, and I will actually check because you never know. We knew nothing happened. But that's it. Another day gone. Nothing happened. Another day closer to the start of the season, and that's the reality. Like that's absolutely the reality. So it's kind of pointless to talk about Lille players and Galatasaray players and Sociedad players and Strasbourg players and what was it a few weeks ago? A Metz striker from the second division in France. Those are not real links. Those are not real targets. We are not looking at those players. The media are pushing that. Maybe those players are on the list of a scout of us, but we have so many scouts and so many names, but they're not real targets. The issue is we need to sell, and at this moment in time, we are absolutely selling nobody. That's the reality. But let's see. Today, tomorrow, excuse me, another day, another chance to make something happen. Um, we will be here every day. We will also be here doing watch alongs for the preseason friendlies. So stay tuned for that. That was fun last season. Probably less fun this season because we for certain know what's going to happen. But stay tuned. We will be live on, I think the first game is on Sunday morning for me, so Saturday for a lot of people. So next week we will be live for our first watch along. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for the support, and I will be back tomorrow. Ciao.